Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yesterday we saw US market bouncing from the lower level. It went lower, but towards the end, the decline was not much. Whereas the Nasdaq continued to remain on the lower side and remain negative, mainly on account of increasing bond yield. Apart from that, if we see the US market in last 15-20 days is remaining in a range. We saw very good bounce in the US market in during the result seasons, but thereafter the market is sideways since last 15-20 days. Asian market are today mornings are mostly down. Even if you see the commodity, oil prices has seen good bounce back from below $80. It has now moved up to $82.5. And other commodity like aluminum is negative by 0.3%, but other commodity like iron ore is up by around 2%, and steel is also up by around 2%. So overall, more of a sideways type of reactions from the world market. And I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Yesterday, we have seen a very great bounce back rally on the Nifty front from 17,200 level to almost 17,500, almost 300 points bounce back rally on an intraday basis, which gives some sort of a relief sign. But the trend has not been changed. The view will remain a cautious as long as Nifty trades below 18,000 psychological mark. Now, looking towards the Asian market, I believe our market is likely to open on a positive note, and we might see some positive momentum or say the sideways market during the day. On the technical front, the immediate resistance for today is placed at 17,570 levels. Above that level, we expect to carry some positive momentum towards 17,640 to 17,670 levels on the higher side. Whereas on low side, 17,500 will be the first support zone. Any move below that level, we likely to witness a selling pressure, which might take a Nifty towards 17,420 to 17,370 levels on the downsides. So the overall view will remain cautious, as we said that 18,000 is the crucial resistance level for the Nifty. On the Bank Nifty front, yesterday we have seen that the Bank Nifty has just was hovering near its 100-day moving average and sustains the previous day's lows, which gives a relief sign on the Bank Nifty front. But if the Bank Nifty sustains above 37,300 levels, then only we can witness some positive momentums during the day. So for the intraday purpose, the first resistance is placed at 37,400 level. Any move above that level, we expect a positive momentum to be carried forward towards 37,600 to 37,700 levels. Whereas on the downside, the first support is placed at 37,000 levels. That is a psychological support level. Any move below that level, we expect a selling pressure to drag the Bank Nifty towards 36,770 to 36,700 levels on the lower end. So the overall view remain cautious on both the indices. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, the resistance for the Nifty Finance is placed at around 18,350. Any move below, any move above the 18,350 levels, we expect a positive momentum to carry forward on the Bank Nifty towards 18,500 to 18,540 levels. Whereas on lower side, 18,200 will be the first support level. Below that level, 18,140, 18,000 levels can be seen onto the Nifty Finance. So the overall view will remain cautious, but definitely yesterday we have seen a very good momentum, stock specifics also because of the pullback rally. So among the stock, Deepak NTR really looks good. This particular counter has shown a very good bounce back rally in this particular levels from the lower end. I believe it has a potential to reach up to 2120 levels. 2220 levels. So one can take a long positions in Deepak NTR at the current market price. Stop loss can be kept at 2110 for a target of 2220. Second buy call, Loris Lab really looks very good. Even yesterday we have initiated a buy call in this particular stocks. The technical parameters are showing a strength in this particular counter. So one can go for a long position in Loris Lab. Target we are expecting 513 coming 1 to 2 days. One can take a long positions with a stop loss of 475. I think that's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, other factors remaining equal, two things have changed. The cost of carry has turned negative. That means the premium has turned into discount. And the VIX, even after a rally yesterday, has moved up above the 18 level. So both these factors are negative going forward. However, the PCR hasn't seen much bounce from 0.65 odd levels. It has bounced to 0.8 odd. Still, there is scope for a bounce in the PCR. That does mean that the indicators are giving mixed signals at this point of time. And what really now matters is the open interest levels in terms of index. And there has been some huge amount of open interest built up in the 17,500 put strike yesterday. More than 22 lakh shares have been added in all across the expiries. So also the PCR around at 17,500 has gone above 1, which is a very good sign. So all in all, we believe until 17,500 is held on a weekly basis, market should continue to perform on the upside or remain sideways in between 17,400 odd and about 17,600 odd. We don't see a very big drawdown from current levels still. However, we need to continue to see the VIX and the cost of carry very close. Looking at the stock specific front, metals as a whole seems to have bounced. Yesterday, the rollovers were very phenomenal in metals. In the last 2 months, there were negative rollovers which are happening in metals, which has turned positive. So it is early still, but the rollovers have started to happen in metals and positive rollovers have started to happen as well. So look out for the sale NMDC, Aluminium, Vedanta. These are our picks. Very likely you will see further bounce coming in into these stocks. So one can look out to buy these stocks. Also, telecom front, except for Bharti, both the other stocks, Idea and Reliance, have seen negative open interest, and the rolls have seen negative bias. So would like to ask you all to book profits if any, or trail stop losses if you are long in Idea and Reliance. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over this.
Good morning. TVS Sri Chakra, the tire company, it has joined hands with IPL team Chennai Super Kings for being their principal sponsor for next 3 years. So over 2022, 23 and 24, they will be the principal sponsors, and so this should be positive for the company. Also, among other news, TVS Motors announced during market hours itself yesterday that they have inked a MOU with government of Tamil Nadu for investing 1,200 crores in electric vehicles. So if we see among the incumbent two-wheeler companies, then this company is taking the lead in aggressively pursuing the EV opportunities. So sentimentally positive for TVS Motor as well. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, yesterday SEBI deferred the implementation of that margin rule, which was supposed to come from 1st December. Yesterday we discussed about this, and one of the factor impacting the market was this margin rule, wherein the purchaser of in F&O was supposed to bring in 50% of the cash margin. With this deferment, what we see that for time being, the market may see relief on that account, and the sentiment can improve on that account at least. Apart from that, some update on steel sectors. What we had seen that the Steel prices in the international market continue to remain under pressure, but the domestic steel prices, mills are continue to hold on the long flat steel prices, whereas the long steel prices has corrected in recent past. So overall, in that account, long product prices, long product players are at disadvantage stage, whereas the flat steel companies like Tata Steel or GSW Steel continue to remain positive. Apart from that, we are seeing some softness in the coking coal prices also. The coking coal prices were hovering around $400 for quite some time. And in recent past, the coking coal prices has corrected by around $30-40, and now it is at around $360. So some marginal gain which has come on this account as well. But the point is like the steel prices ex India is at around $950, whereas if we see the international prices are anywhere between $800 to $850. So Indian prices of flat product are at premium to international market. This will have an impact on the export of the steels from India to international market, and will increase the supply into the domestic market. We expect that at some point of time, the Indian prices will also start correcting with this gap remaining continuously. And since the mill will not be able to export, and if they need to sell it into the domestic market, there will be an oversupply into the domestic market, and the prices can correct. So overall outlook, no doubt the share has corrected in recent past. May see some bounce back, but overall outlook is on the negative side. Until and unless we see a substantial decline in the coking coal prices. If suppose coking coal prices decline substantially, say by another 50, 60 or $100, then steel shares can see some bounce back from here. So anyone else has something to say, or we'll close? So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.